Alright, so if you're already a complete beginner in designing or graphic design field and you're willing to start print on demand, a lot of gurus out there are saying they make millions of dollars, six figures a month, six figures a year. So let me give you the straight answer, and just to save your time and save your money as well. So simply, if you're willing to start print on demand, we have two kinds of print on demand businesses. Print on demand websites that they do everything for you. They handle the customer service, they handle the advertising, they push your designs, they push them out to multiple other customers because they get a lot of traffic a month. So you do nothing other than the design itself. So you just you actually make the design, you upload it to the platform, and the platform does everything for you, and you just in the end take a part of the profit, like 20% or some percentage. And the other part is you make your own website, like Shopify, for example, integrate with it multiple tools to be able to shift that store up to multiple customers. You handle the advertising, you handle the customer service, you handle everything. So every one of them has its own pros and cons. So let me get straight to the point. Because I've been in experience, I've been already trying hard in print on demand. I'm not an expert. I'm just gonna explain to you what I've been through and my advice about it. If you're gonna start, which to go through with and which is gonna be the best for you. So let me start first by the most famous platform that a lot of people talk about is Redbubble. So let me talk about the pros and cons of Redbubble. Redbubble is the easiest to apply to. It's easy, it's very easy. It's just you get accepted right away once you apply. And then you upload your designs to Redbubble. Too easy, nothing happens, and everything goes well as a beginner, as a complete beginner. But let's talk about the other negative effects. For Redbubble, it's actually just 23 million, I believe, 23 million visitor a month. So the traffic is really low compared to the number of designers that are out there on the website, which I believe is about 800,000 the time we're speaking now. For 800,000 designer and the website gets 23 million visitor a month, that's not really enough for you as a beginner to start converting to sales. So at this point, actually the other thing is the website takes 20% profit margin out of your sales. So let's say you sell the t-shirt for $22 for the one t-shirt on Redbubble, you end up getting $4 or $3 a profit. Okay. So let's say $3 is not bad if you of course gonna sell a lot of items and you get a lot of conversion sales. Let's see the amount of time that you will put in this platform, that you will put in making these designs. For myself, I'm gonna share, make sure to watch this video here in the eye. I mentioned a whole challenge for myself as a complete beginner, how long it took me to generate designs, how did I make these designs, where did I come up with the idea. So simply, it's gonna take you a lot of time to generate these designs if you're a complete expert like myself. What I did was, I just went first to ChatGPT, I asked them about a certain niche, I came up with a niche of coffee lovers and pet lovers at the same time. I started mixing up designs. I don't even know if they are professional or not, because I'm not willing to spend money to hire people to make designs for me. I didn't even earn anything yet. I'm coming here to start making money. So if I'm a complete beginner and I don't know anything about designing, so you're gonna try to shift to the AI tools to start generating designs. Okay, that's great. So you will use ChatGPT to get the idea and then take these ideas and go to any websites that generate AI images from text. For example, like DALL-E 2 or Adobe Fly, all these platforms are famous, Meta AI as well. So you start generating these designs. Okay, it's really great. I'm gonna generate the designs. Let's say I'm gonna put in work 10 designs a day, and 10 designs a day actually is maybe gonna take from your time after taking the picture, uploading to a certain website to remove the background and do all these editings to make the design look professional. So that's gonna take from you about an hour or hour and a half as a complete beginner to do all of these steps to get the design to look perfect. So let's say you're gonna generate 10 designs a day, and 10 designs a day gonna take you an hour and a half. Okay, so you will end up making 300 designs per month, and then that's almost 3,000 or 4,000 designs a year. Okay, let's keep those things aside. Let's see how much people make on Redbubble, how much the average, or let's say the top performers earn. So the average earners on Redbubble I never seen anyone exceeding $500 a month. Like about exceeding $5,000 a year. So it's $500 a month. That's actually the pro sellers. People who have thousands of designs and all of that. I saw already one of people writing articles about having 50,000 design uploaded with earning around $900 a month. Yes, back in 2020, it was the peak of people buying online. So a lot of sellers on Redbubble were making good amount of money. But in the meantime, that actually totally declined because the platform itself, customer service is not really the best. Second thing, the quality of the things they ship out is not really the best as well. So you are selling on a platform that is not going to give you anything in return. In fact, if you actually manage to get a sale, you're just going to take 20% out of it. So is $3 per sale that you never even going to get easily as a beginner, is that worth all this hassle? Of course not. In my opinion, not at all. That is not worth all this hassle at all. So instead, what I recommend you to do, I'll tell you first the other two platforms that are worth to put time and effort in, because those two platforms will pay you back a lot. You can make up to 6-7 figures a year. A lot of people make them selling simple designs that are all created by AI. So you don't even have to be an expert or put a lot of effort in doing so. Those two platforms are Etsy and Merch by Amazon. And the third thing is TikTok Shop that's integrated with the TikTok channels. So let's keep TikTok channel aside now because I'm going to explain to you how you can start with this. But let's say you got an Etsy. Etsy is really great when it comes to the visitors. They have up to 500 million visitors a month. That's 500 million visitors. So of course there are a lot of potential and chances for you to convert to sales, and a lot of people starting their stores and getting a lot of good sales actually. They can reach easily $2,000 or $3,000 up to $10,000 sales a month easily on Etsy within a certain limited amount of time. Of course, you're never going to reach these amounts on Redbubble compared even to the effort that you actually put into. Etsy is one of the greatest places to start, but let's look on the negatives. Negatives are really harsh here. First negative part is that a lot of them can ban your account without any notice, without any reason. So you just start working hard on your platform and you just get your account closed and shut down and banned. So it's really risky to start an Etsy, but you still can try to search online and check these other successful platforms or shops on there, what they actually do, what strategies they follow. So you might get through at some points, but it's still risky to start on there. So of course you can sell a lot of other stuff on there, handmade stuff and all of that, but we are talking here mainly about print on demand. So I don't want to get through all these other stuff, but you can do your own research and check to see what's going to be the best for you to do if you're not willing to sell out print on demand products. So that's one of the negatives. The other negative, the country that you're selling from. Actually, Etsy is very limited when it comes to the countries it's selling from. For example, myself in Egypt, it's not available for me to sell on Etsy. So it's not really gonna be a good chance, or not gonna be working for everybody to try to sell on Etsy. So these are the two negatives. Other than that, it's actually great when it comes to the amount of visitors they visit online. So it's worth it if it's available in your country to give it a try, but it's not worth it to try on Redbubble, as I mentioned. The second platform is Merch by Amazon. Of course, Merch by Amazon is really one of the best out there because it has the most potentials. You can make a lot of money on it, but let's look on the negatives. It's really, really extremely difficult and hard to get accepted by Merch by Amazon. You can apply, you can try the best you can. It's really rare to get someone who get accepted by Merch by Amazon. So you should not depend on getting accepted. You have to be even having, before you start to apply, you already have to have a base experience that you should showcase them somehow, some way to let them accept you. So it's hard to get accepted on Merch by Amazon. So this is the only negative for Merch by Amazon. When it comes to the positives at Merch by Amazon, Amazon website itself has visitors up above 3 billion visitor a month. So 3 billion a month, that's extremely a lot of potential for you to make a lot of sales. And Amazon does all the advertising for you. And the percentage is really great when it comes to how much you actually gain from the sale compared to Redbubble. So Merch by Amazon, I assume that should be the best, but it's, as we mentioned, it's hard to get accepted on there. What I prefer is the best out of it, but you're still gonna do some efforts, is TikTok. TikTok Shop now is really one of the best ones to get your shop and designs exposed on there, and to all your customers or followers that you have on the channel, and you still can pay some amount of money to the ads to make campaigns on TikTok. It's gonna pay off a lot. It's gonna convert for you greatly on there. So how you can, if you're now a complete beginner, which I know I've confused you a lot of information, I'll tell you my opinion in all of that. So since you are an extreme beginner, start a TikTok channel about anything you're passionate about. For example, myself, every time I mention that in my channel, I have 2 cats, and I already made a TikTok channel for them. Start posting every day. It's all about the consistency and discipline. So if you start posting every day, any video for anything, start, just take a video of your cat, for a minute or two, doing anything, even sleeping. You don't have to do something really, you don't have to do something that's really creative. Just normal video, every day upload it. One of them will shoot up, your channel will start growing and growing and growing until you reach 10,000 followers on TikTok. Then from here, you can start making your own TikTok shop and start selling cat products, for example. Affiliate marketing products. As we mentioned, we don't want to go out of the topic of print on demand. So at this point here, so TikTok, you can actually merge it with your own store. So at this point, you can create your own store on Shopify. But as I mentioned here, one of the negatives with that is that you will fully handle the whole customer service thing. So you can actually get to create your own Shopify store, make your own conversion. You'll be on top of tracking everything yourself. You can make ads. You can just generate ads to start pushing out your products to multiple other people. But in the end, you can get a lot of traffic from TikTok, which is easily can convert to sales. So you don't get through that headache. So just as a conclusion, don't use Redbubble. Don't use Redbubble at all. It's not gonna pay you anything in return for the time spent, for the amount of money that you might hire someone to do the design for you. You're still a beginner. You don't have money. You just want to start to do this business to make money, of course. So I'm not gonna spend money on something that's still not having made anything from it, and it's not even worth it. As you see, we have to look on people first to see how much amount of money people are making already. So people are making nothing on Redbubble. The highest earners, $500, $900, that's rare to find. So compared to the effort of generating designs, having to do the editing of Photoshop and all of that, it's not really worth it. So I prefer, of course, number one is Merch by Amazon. If you got accepted, it's really awesome and great. But try to, of course, read the community guidelines and everything just to avoid your account being banned or terminated. So number 2 is Etsy, but Etsy, as we mentioned, is risky. So you can put in mind that it might be shut down or banned at any time, so you can start doing the print-on-demand design on it. And the third thing is TikTok, which I prefer. I prefer TikTok as something that you can work on baby steps to grow it step by step. And once it reaches to a certain level, it's gonna bring you back. It's gonna pay off and bring you a lot of money in payback. So you can start first by Merch by Amazon and Etsy. If that works out with you, it's great. If not, you already have TikTok. So TikTok is something that you should work on from today. You should create a channel about anything you're passionate about, whatever it is. As I mentioned for you, an example for myself, I have a cat. If you have a dog, if you have any pet, just try to film any videos, funny videos, any stuff, post it every day. TikTok will generate a lot of viewers for you. So that will, of course, be an advantage for you to start selling these customers or these followers a lot of things else. So that's in a nutshell for today. So you can tell me down in the comments below, if you started working before on Redbubble, how much, you can tell me just what was the maximum conversion you made, how many sales per designs you made, like if you made, for example, 100 design to 1000 design, how long it took you to make your first sale on Redbubble. Was it really worth it, the amount of time put and effort as well? If you got a TikTok, you can tell us how did it work out with you. I'm already gonna make a challenge for having my designs created and uploaded on multiple other platforms, print on demand, to see which makes up the best. And of course, I'll be sharing everything with you. So that was it for today. So make sure to like and subscribe for the channel. We'll be sharing a lot of challenges and ideas of making money and exposing what works and what not. So that's going to be a great help for you to learn from mistakes before you start it yourself. So let me see you in the next video, and peace out.